welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. Thank you for your patience. I know it's kind of abrupt going from the daily uploads to suddenly having a gap of a few days. I went away for the weekend, hung out with some friends. It was really nice. Figured I'd get back midday Sunday, recover a little bit, slip in like an evening recording, upload it Monday, and be right back on schedule. I was so exhausted. It's the most socializing I've done in months, and so I was wiped out. Ambition was way too high. It took me like till today to recover from that, because I'm gonna upload this like the second it's done recording, and then we'll start barreling forward and I'll get back ahead of you guys. There's things to watch over the holidays. Chapter 3, Back to School. It's so funny to think we've been playing for like 17 hours and it feels like we're still encountering like what feels like, I don't know, early, mid-game stuff. Chapter 3 doesn't sound like a lot. It's probably best not to wander aimlessly around campus. You ought to go find that cursed book. Aimlessly around campus is great. Carve ourselves out some, like, desire paths. Hey, maybe Molly's got something to say about the school life. Maybe she used to go here. Are there any classes here you'd be interested in taking, Molly? You got any classes on gunsmithing? Well, it is an engineering school, so probably not. Bourgeois! What good is engineering if you can't make guns with it? Does she have more to say about that? I never cased this joint before. I bet they have some real swell hops for crashing. You want to go party crashing at a nerd school? Even an egghead's gotta blow off steam. I bet the mob flogs half its hooch to these Weisenheimers. It's a shame some of these kids are gone on break. It's nice to see young people enjoying the time they got left before they gotta go out in the world and get real jobs. Gosh, Molly, that's unexpectedly wistful. Are you harboring regrets about how your life turned out? Who? Me? Don't be an Aerodol. That's a new one to me. That's quite the insult. Weisenheimers. Sure, I've heard that before thrown around. It was also a brief podcast between Tom Perel and Max Gillardi. Yeah, but Airedale? I don't know if I've heard that before. I got lucky. My job's a hoot. Did you go to college, Molly? You slay me. I skipped out on that baloney in 10th grade. Who wants to sit around reading books all day? You do have quite a broad vocabulary regardless. Ishkabibble. So they invent stuff here, right? They invented any new dances? Well, robots are a big thing here. Maybe they have a sort of dance where you move around all stiffly like a robot? Ha! Applesauce. I can't see that getting popular. Any classes when we've looped back around. Nice. Glad to check in. Glad she had a few things to say. The finite hallway. You've seen finite hallways before. You really want to go down that one? Maybe not today. Maybe you've convinced me. This seems unsafe. Yeah, is it even venting into anything up top there? All the events listed on this board either happened last month or are going to happen next month. We're squarely in the exact period of time where there's nothing going on. How boring. Our founder, Genius Fitzgerald Technology. I'm guessing that's how you're supposed to say his first name. The nozzle of this drinking fountain is plugged up with chewing gum. Ooh, Lisa, in this household we obey the laws of thermodynamics. That's all I can think with a perpetual motion machine. A dangerous-looking kinetic sculpture. He's someone to hang out with. Friends. This guy must be the janitor, presumably. He's probably not. He's probably taking mopping classes or something. Yep, that's me. Been the janitor in this place for nigh on 60 years. Well, expect the unexpected, and then when it's the opposite of that, the expected, you're gonna get fooled. The loathing world gets another one over on me. You got any questions? I figure I know about all there is to know about these buildings. Wow, everything? Well, everything janitorial at any rate. I do have a question. What can I do for you, kiddo? Ask about the main lobby? You mean this lobby right here? Yeah, as long as it's the main one, it's uncertain. The one I almost finished mopping before you came in without wiping your feet? Sorry. Nah, just yanking ya. Ain't no difference to me which floor I'm mopping. Oh, I see. Anything else you care to know? Ask about the infinite hallway. They said I can't start mopping down there till they've finished painting it, which suits me since they ain't never gonna finish painting it, no matter how many clever math tricks they come up with. Super tasks my foot. The amount of mathematical and theoretical jokes that I'm bound to, like, have a comprehension of is gonna be, I think, quite minute. the one of the developers I brought this up actually went to MIT, and so I'm thinking not just jokes about the campus and about college, but about the courses and studies that they would have pursued there. Fat chance for some of them, I think. Ask about the finite hallway. That there's a good hallway. Goes on for a little while and then it stops. Real traditional. Easy to clean. Love it. Well, I didn't really expect any different. Leave him to his endless mopping. I guess sooner or later he may have to approach the infinite hallway, but he may never quite get there himself. Infinite hallway? This hallway stretches as far as you can see. To infinity, though? Surely not. Well, you know what they say. Wander around, find out. Did I just loop back around to the start? The restroom? No, it's different spaces. Do I just waste an entire episode exploring what the potential jokes are there? There's a gift shop. The portrait is different, so I think maybe it probably makes sense to explore the main lobby first, because some of the gags are probably going to be ways that the hallway is iterated on and changes. Are they doing like a comedic PT? Because that is a dream. That's exactly what I want. As you enter the library, an elderly man, presumably the librarian, waves you over to his desk. Hello, I'm afraid I don't recognize you. Are you a student here? No, I'm just looking for a book. I'm sorry, the Institute's library is only for students, alumni, and faculty. It's really important that I see this book, though. Oh, we're gonna have to enroll back to school. I do wish I could help you, but rules are rules. You'll have to inquire at the admissions office first. Shoot. The theoretical topology lab? You don't have time to poke around in weird labs. You need to find that cursed book. All I want is to poke around in weird labs. The gift shop, we could... Oh, there's a theoretical number 2. Nothing, can't quite. But we could gear ourselves up and make ourselves look like a student. Not so long ago, shorts this short would have caused a nationwide scandal. Jazz pants are popular with the youth of today. A rack of sturdy, branded kitchen britches. And this is the most coffee cups you've ever seen in one place. I am going to reach inside. You stick your hand in the hole, grab the first thing you brush against, the shadow salad, which we've definitely had before, and it vanishes. You're welcome for getting rid of your weird shadow ball in your corner there. You couldn't be bothered to clean it up. The clerk smiles at you as you approach, ask to see what she's selling. Replica SIT ring. Did we first, back in the way back, like episode 2 or something, that guy had the box of rings? Was one of the things an SIT ring? Is that where that first came up? This is indistinguishable from an actual SIT class ring unless you look very closely at the carved badgers, whereupon you will see that they are not themselves wearing class rings. I think that's the difference. I think we saw this ring, it had the description, and it talked about how the badgers themselves are wearing rings. I think that was true. Extra XP. The coffee mug, just the mug, not the coffees, so many of them, a souvenir mug from the Seaside Institute of Technology. It has a school motto on it, Sumus Valde Captiosus. I wouldn't know what any of those mean. My Latin extends basically to scientific names for certain plants and animals. And even then, not very deep. I wonder if you were to spend $1,000 buying every single mug, that'd be 2/3 of what I have, so I don't really want to, but I kind of suspect there would be something to that. So I want to keep an eye out for a point in time in this game where I have way too much money, and I want to come do that. Part of me almost wants to do it now, because I so rarely have needed money that it would almost put me in, like, a more interesting position to drain my pockets a little bit. And I could always sell them back. How much does it cost? You can sell them back for half. You know what? It would only come out to... Oh no, they don't stack in my inventory. But I'm buying them all. This is what I have now. Oh, and I think I bought one more thing. Nope, maybe not. I don't think anything happened. That may have been an insane waste of time and money. But I'm going to hang on to them for a minute, in case that comes up in any way, shape, or form. The SIT Jazz Slacks. These pants are flexible and low friction to facilitate all your shimmying and Lindy hopping and whatnot. The Kitchen Britches, a pair of SIT branded chef's pants for mysticality. The SIT Pennant. This pennant either proclaims that you went to SIT or very loudly commands your guests to sit down. Oh, sit. Yeah, okay. I'll buy that, hang it up in my room, and appropriately enough, these shorts say SIT on the part of them used for sitting. They're really exploring the different corners of that gag. Let me check and see in my list of achievements. Nope. Buying every mug was nothing. I bought all your damn mugs, and they're all still just there anyways. That had no purpose. I'm hanging on to them just in case, just for a bit. Just until I find out. Oh, I'm such a sucker for a good gift. Everyone's Christmases are taken care of. Everyone gets SIT mugs. Molly, do you want one? You shouldn't wander too far around campus. You need to find that cursed book. It occurs to me that I don't know if this SIT has a wanderable map. Everything might be here in the school itself. Of course, I have to wander around the room first before talking to anyone like a weirdo, the way that I normally do when I enter rooms. These fronds look very educated. They're learning through osmosis, perhaps. These plants grew from the seeds of knowledge. Shelves of file boxes, probably student records. Shelves of file boxes, probably student records, as the 8-track tape hasn't been invented yet. And probably student records. A little plaque under the photo says Lucian P. Wormwood, Dean of Students, from 1777 to 1808. 31? He is when he passed away, and at some point he'd already become the Dean of Students? Those shortened life expectancies, I tell you. The corporate ladders you're able to climb. You're a CEO by the time you're like 16 years old. This is either the admissions clerk or someone the admissions clerk pays to keep their seat warm. Hey, hello. I don't know why that threw me off so much. How can I help you? Hi, the librarian said I need to be a student to use the library, so I guess I'm here to take the most absurdly roundabout route to my goals possible? Ah, well, you'll be interested in the accelerated course then. Our usual undergraduate degree is a 4-year program, but the accelerated course only takes 3 years is still kind of more than I was hoping. Hours, 3 hours. Oh, okay, great. How much will it cost? Yes, I should have realized that school costs money, although it shouldn't. Are you from this area? Yeah, Poughkeepsie originally. I'm living in Ocean City. Well, you're in luck. With the accelerated course being discounted, plus a further discount for local education incentives, plus a further discount for the fact that I bought all of your coffee mugs, and the fact that we're in the middle of a break and the facilities would otherwise be idle, tuition will be 100 meat. Well, that sounds really reasonable. That's only 10 mugs. We also have some leftover grant money for low-income students this fiscal year if you need assistance. The grand total would come to free. I'm really breaking the bank on that one. I don't know, these climbing tuition prices, I tell you, unaffordable. I will totally take you up on that. Great, sign here and we'll get you all set up. Maybe I'll have some sort of bewitching ability for them to pay me to go to college. That'd be great. What would you like to take as your major? Big decision. Oh, cool. This could actually affect my character in like a meaningful way. Well, since we're on a break and a lot of the teachers are out of town, it's actually not that big. The 3 options available are botany, robotectronics, or chemicals. I am so curious about the puzzle. But I feel like I should stick to botany because I'm already a crypto-botanist. And that is most likely to layer back into... I should think about it. It's probably muscle... Moxie mysticality? No, I don't really know if that would be the case. I am curious what the hell the difficult puzzle will be, and even if this goes against what would be best for my character, I'm just most interested in the logic and the puzzle. I'm gonna choose the difficult puzzle. I'll go with chemicals, I guess. Next, choose a minor: geology, meta-acoustics, or astronomy. Again, I have to think about this a little bit. Sillier puzzle. The meta-acoustics is probably the Moxie jazz thing, so again, astronomy is probably the mysticality-based one, so I guess I'll go with astronomy. The moon is neat. My single favorite moon fact is the idea that the distance between the Earth and the moon and the Earth and the sun is the exact ratio in difference in size between those celestial objects, and that's the reason why eclipses work. Like, if the moon was further away from us, or bigger, or smaller, then it wouldn't cover it wholly, or it would be too big. The fact that they're exact is some, I think, cosmic coincidence. Maybe gravitational pulls or something make it even out that way, but I think it's just a really insane, ridiculous, one in infinity chance thing that those are the same size and we get eclipses. So cool, love it. I'm prepared to be proven wrong. My favorite moon fact is a lie. I have no idea. Astronomy, I love to graze on great grub. You're thinking of gastronomy? Oh, well, I like to raise on reet rub, too. Raise on reet rub. Astronomy's fine. And finally, you get one elective: spiders, culinary science, or phys ed. Combat, stat challenges, or management. Honestly, culinary science would make the most sense for my character. I'm very curious what it means by management, and so I think I'm picking that one. My stats are pretty high. Like, I think I would do decently well on that. The culinary science, I'm wearing a chef hat, for crying out loud. I've been a chef this whole time. It's so hard to steer away from that. I don't really know what I'm getting myself into. I'm too curious what the hell management says. You know what they say, PE is for ME. My enjoyment. I'm stealing that from Homer Simpson. I didn't come up with that at all. No one says that. Homer. The clerk makes a few notes and gathers some papers. Okay, great. That's everything. Here's your transcript sheet. In order to graduate, you'll need to get each of your 3 instructors to sign that after you pass their class. This is a record of your academic achievements at the Seaside Institute of Technology. Okay, where do I go to get started? Here's a map to get around campus. Okay, now we're getting around. The SIT campus map. It's a mimeographed map of the campus, the chemicals building, the vector wing, and here's your student ID. Don't lose that. It's how Athena identifies you. Oh, is Athena like their computer for like a punch card style system? This is a blank piece of paper with a pattern of holes punched in it. Apparently, the pattern means something to Athena. Who is that? It's the campus security. It's an acronym for Ask the New Electronic Doorway Security System for Access. Never let the guy who builds a thing pick the name. Anyway, welcome to the Seaside Institute of Technology. Just in time, too. My lunch break starts right now. She stands up from her desk and leaves with a wave. I'll see ya. Can I slip on back there and like just grab some things? It seems like it would be helpful. The admissions clerk is out to lunch. A little sign on her desk says back in March. No concept whatsoever of like how long that is or has been. Oh my gosh. Or will be. The library's bigger than I expected it to be. This guy's freaking me out a little bit. But I don't want to lead that on. I don't want to let him know. An elderly gentleman greets you with a politely inquiring smile. Oh, hello again. Are you a student now? Yep, got my student ID and everything. See? Yes, that looks to be in order. Very well then. My name is Douglas. What can I do for you? Why does that man have an eyeball for a head? He's quite a sight, isn't he? Please don't be alarmed. I'm more confused, to be honest. Ted and I, and our colleague Janet over there to my right, share a, shall I say, unusual past? What happened? We worked in a circus sideshow together. That was more than 30 years ago now. You don't seem like sideshow material. Is that flattery? It seems flattering. Perhaps not, but regard. He stands up and turns to face the wall. But he's still looking right at you. His entire back is identical to his front, with another face on the back of his head and all his clothes tailored to match. What? Please excuse me, but I do always enjoy the reactions of new students. He sits back down to a chorus of cracks and pops as his joints reverse into new positions. Holy fuck. That's the most shocking ridiculous. Oh, it's too much. Oh, don't worry, it sounds much worse than it feels. A regimen of stretching exercises keeps me fit as a fiddle. Fiddles are not that flexible. Anyway, after the three of us escaped the circus, we headed east. The Institute took us in out of scientific curiosity and gave us work as librarians. How did you escape? Well, it's not a story that really bears recounting. Besides, the three of us prefer to look ahead, not back. Even myself, who can't help but look both directions. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'm looking for a certain book. This is going to sound dumb. I've been doing this job for years, and I assure you, whatever it is, I've heard dumber. Well, I don't know the title of the book or what it's about. All I know is that it's a hardcover and about so big and probably an antique. Well, something of that size and age would be in our stacks. All the books out front here are ones that won't be mourned if an undergrad doodles on the margins or uses a slice of bologna as a bookmark. Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with? I need help with one of my classes. If it's a subject I'm familiar with, I'm more than happy to help. Tell me about phys ed, because I don't really know what I just signed up for. Well, for a start, I can tell you that proper stretching exercises are vital to success in every sport. What sport is your class concerned with? I don't know yet. Well, then I'd say your first step would be to find that out. Tell me about astronomy. I've been known to dabble. The telescope on the roof of SIT has a beautiful view, but it only shows half of the constellations. Half? Oh, of course. It seems that way to you because you only have one face. What? You've only been seeing the western hemisphere of the sky. You need to see the southern hemisphere as well. Wait, west and south are like... that's not quite how it works. How do I do that? Oh wait, but is that because of the whole like New North thing and like that Gong show that like actually there's not north and south, it's like west and south? It probably merely repositioned the telescope to point southward, down, in other words, down. But of course, you've seen maps before, surely. I'll take your word for it. Is there anything else? Well, you might as well tell me about the last one, chemicals. Not much more than the next fellow. Try asking Janet. She's much more scientifically minded. Okie dokie, and nothing else for now, thanks. I probably am not gonna make it deep enough into things to be able to start pulling the books out and pursuing the next steps of that quest, so I'm gonna fill in the last little straggling bit of this episode with weird odds and ends and just poking around the library. A tall, wiry man with a single giant eyeball for a head glares at you as you approach. Hello? Douglas calls over to you. I'm afraid the stacks are off limits to undergraduates, faculty and alumni only. Oh my god, so I have to pass all my courses first? Exactly. Once you have all 3 signatures on your course transcript, Ted will verify them and let you through. Nothing gets past him. And I should warn you, not that I think you'd attempt to cheat or anything, but Ted is very good at spotting forgeries, and has a lot of pent-up anger and frustrations. Probably he's starving. Someone get this guy a Snickers. Ted clenches, and unclenches his fist while watching you carefully. Okay, then. I'll meander my way through the shelves. Okay, it doesn't go nearly as deep as I thought it would. Whoa! I'm almost a little bit blown away that this doesn't have anything to inspect. that, considering, like, basically everything always does have that. That's very, like, unlikely. Is this a guest book? It's a directory of all current and past SIT faculty. Look somebody up. Look up a name. Oh, wait, so it's something that'll come up when I actually have things to look up. You look up Jones, Herbert Jones, professor of sideways biology from 64 to 82. Resigned after an internal investigation revealed that there is no such academic discipline. Wait, can you just type in, like, anything? Like, if I type in my own name there, will it just say there's no entry? Gotcha, okay. I am thinking, like, it does also occur to me, oh, his last name is Technology, I just realized. Did I not read that properly or fully before? That's very funny. But it occurs to me that the other guy in the admissions office, maybe he didn't die, maybe he retired at like 32. But Junius, is that all I need to look up? Oh, I started typing it already. Junius. Oh, do I need to look up like Junius Fitzgerald? I think is what it was. I didn't look closely enough. Technology. My cord is getting in the way. Oh, it's not gonna. It's gonna. It cuts it off. The character limit is notably less than that. Is there actually nothing to explore back here? Shocked. Absolutely shocked. Well, talk to her. Hello, dear. Are you new here? Yes. Yeah. I'm Grammy. My name's Janet. Please don't be alarmed by my visible mechanical insides. I'm in no pain. Well, that's good, but isn't the immobility an issue? Oh, I'm perfectly mobile. I have wheels and the Robotectronics. Have I been reading that correctly? Robotectronics. I don't know. I guess maybe that's a real word. It seems overly jargonified. Department has provided me with some very nice telescoping arms. I'm just sitting down right now because the majority of students are on break. I don't have any books that need shelving. Okay then. Is there anything I can help you with? It said she was good with chemicals. Mostly just the ones concerned with digestion, but I have been to visit the chemicals department before. Did you notice the bronze statue in the foyer? I know that none of what I'm going to learn from asking them about courses is helpful because I haven't actually done the courses to know what sort of hints I need to be looking for or anything like that. But I figure they'll have alternative dialogue if I ask now and ask again when I've actually attempted the courses, and so I figure I might as well just ask them now and explore the dialogue a little bit more. It's a life-size statue of Dr. Adams, the founder of the department. Not just life-sized, but incredibly lifelike as well. Whoever sculpted it sure knew a thing or two about bronze. Can I just look up Adams? Ambrose Adams, founder and chair of chemicals from 04 to 23, disappeared in 23 under mysterious statue-related circumstances. Ooh, that opens up just many questions. Wait, was her name Janet? It just occurred to me that I didn't try to look up, like, these actual characters. It is Janet. Are you guys not faculty? Maybe they don't count as faculty. That's only, like, professors and instructors, things like that. Astronomy. Douglas does a bit of stargazing. You should ask him. He can see both sides of the sky at once. Can you imagine? I think I'll get a headache if I try to imagine that. And ask about phys ed. Oh, referring to sports? Right? Oh, can't help you much there, dear. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Very notably chill about that. Do you want to talk about anything? Nice weather we're having? Actually, now that I think about it, it hasn't been great. Pretty overcast and gloomy. It was really rainy the other night too, like the night we first got in. Do you like it when it rains, or is that worse for you? Read any good books lately? He nods slightly. Oh, great. Which one? Oh, well, still, nice to hear. Got any hobbies? Painting? Photography? Sorry, I guess that's kind of rude of me, just assuming that you'd be into visual arts. Dancing? Keep guessing. Macrame? Knitting? Badminton? Croquet? Racquetball? Swimming? Cooking? Puppetry? Putting little ships in bottles? Cosplay? Poetry? Crossword puzzles? Jigsaw puzzles? Jigsaw puzzles, right? No? Square dancing? Do you play the guitar? How about the piano? The harp? Do you collect butterflies? Bottle caps? Matchbook covers? Marbles? No, probably not marbles. Hang on, let me think. Probably not boxing? Table tennis? Bird watching? Whittling? I feel like I'm getting close. Chess? Backgammon? Basket weaving? Knitting? Did I say knitting already? Phility? Numismatics, model railroading, train spotting. I feel like I must have guessed it by now. Maybe I just missed you nodding or reacting in any way. Maybe I should start over. Alright, I do greatly enjoy those types of just infinite paths that you kind of end up going down. No way, it seems like there's a lot going on in like the quad here that I would want to look into. Oh, even the map of the campus. Oh, funny, it is like contained. We're entirely campus. It's not like the surrounding area. I'm pretty into that. I think that is quite fun. I am heading back to Ocean City. I have some notes here for myself. One was going up to Dirch's house. Cool. I'll take some free experience. A little hiccup there because I think after doing the whole Earn quest, I'm allowed to talk to Ishmael now based on people's comments. You give Ishmael a good petting. But no boon? That was what I was looking for, was seeing whether or not I had access to a boon now. Figure I just hit up our old pal, see if he had anything to talk about. Dozing in the chair. Did he have anything to say there? Oh. I think he's got like a few random bits of dialogue there, which is pretty funny. Examine the lamp. No, this is the whole thing. We're not going back down that path again. Maybe I can't interact with that cat. Not how I wanted to, at least. Confusing. Uncertain. Ooh, where am I at experience-wise? 127. Rounding a corner there. Hopefully some books. Get some additional upgrades soonish. You hang your SIT pennant on the wall. Now anybody who comes to visit will think you're educated. And that's the important part. I just want people to think it. If you haven't watched Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal, absolutely. Please, 100 times over, I recommend that show. More of a recommendation than I've ever given anything. It's so out there and weird, and misrepresenting your education is an important plot point to the first episode, and that's basically all I'll share on it, because I think rather you go in more or less blind. This is... Oh, okay, so that's the front entrance, and then this is me, like, exiting out on the quad. I'll look at these things. This must be symbolic of something. Probably bats. Wander back into the main building. Not just yet. This sculpture is called Zero Man. That's also what you rated on a scale of 1 to 10. Man. And this big, craggly, awful-looking tree apparently isn't much of anything. Ooh. I did that on accident, but now it makes me want to inspect that on both sides in the off chance that there's like some hidden something. This game isn't really about like hidden paths. That never really seems to be an option. But I'm so excited to actually be playing this again. It was nice to have a little bit of a break. I feel a little bit like energized and with it here and excited to see more. Over the next few days, I'm gonna like binge recordings and schedule them like well ahead of time, so don't worry about me. I'm absolutely gonna take time off over the holidays and just like be with family and friends and things and chill a little bit. I hope you're all able to do that as well. But if that goes according to plan, there will still be daily uploads just carrying straight through all that. So when you need a little break from all the visiting and the overwhelmingness that is family, then hopefully you can come back and chill and watch a few more episodes. Be sure to pitch me some episode titles, and I'll see you all again soon.